Most people start their day in a way that quietly ruins their mood, and they don't even realize it. The truth is, the first 30 minutes after you wake up can shape your entire day. Psychology research shows that your morning habits strongly influence your emotions, energy, and focus. Some people wake up feeling stressed almost immediately. Others wake up calm, clear, and motivated. And surprisingly, the difference is often just a few small habits. Today we're going to look at 8 morning habits that can make you happier all day. But before we start, think about this. What's the first thing you usually do after waking up? Keep that answer in your mind as we go through these habits, because one small change could completely shift your day. 1. Don't check your phone immediately. For many people, the morning starts like this. The alarm rings. You grab your phone and within seconds you're scrolling messages, news, or social media. It feels harmless, almost automatic. But here's the problem. Your brain isn't fully awake yet, and suddenly it's flooded with information, notifications, updates, messages, headlines, other people's opinions. Your brain instantly shifts into reaction mode. Instead of waking up slowly and calmly, your mind is already dealing with the world's noise. Now think about this. How many minutes after waking up do you check your phone? Is it 1 minute? Or maybe even before you get out of bed? For many people, the phone is the very first thing they see every morning, and that small habit can quietly shape their mood for hours. A simple change is this: wait 20 minutes before checking your phone. You don't need to avoid it completely, just delay it slightly. Those first minutes allow your brain to wake up naturally. Your thoughts settle, your mind organizes itself, and your day begins with a calmer baseline. But the next habit might be even more powerful, and most people ignore it completely. 2. Get some natural light. Natural light is one of the strongest signals for your body's internal clock. Your body runs on a biological rhythm that tells it when to feel awake and when to feel tired. When sunlight reaches your eyes, your brain starts releasing chemicals that help you feel more alert and positive. It also helps regulate hormones related to sleep and mood. But here's a quick question. When was the last time you actually stepped outside in the morning? Not rushing to your car, not running to work, but actually pausing for a moment in the morning light. For many people, the answer is rarely. Some people wake up, stay indoors all morning, and only see sunlight hours later. Without that natural signal, the brain sometimes stays in a half-awake state. A simple habit can fix this. Open the curtains, stand near a window, or step outside for a few minutes. Even 2 or 3 minutes of sunlight can help your body recognize that the day has started. Just a little morning light can reset your body for the day, and the next habit wakes up your brain even faster than coffee. 3. Move your body. You don't need a full workout. You don't need to go to the gym. Even 3 to 5 minutes of movement can make a difference. Stretching, a few squats, a short walk. Simple movement is enough to wake up the body. These movements release endorphins, which naturally improve your mood. They also increase blood flow and oxygen to the brain. That makes you feel more alert and mentally clear. Many people rely entirely on coffee for energy, but movement is actually one of the fastest ways to wake up your brain. Now think about this. Do you feel more energetic after moving your body, or after staying in bed longer? Many people assume that more time in bed equals more rest, but in reality, staying still too long often makes the body feel even more sluggish. For most people, movement wins every time. Just a few minutes of activity can completely change how awake you feel. Now, the next habit may sound small, but its psychological impact is surprisingly strong. 4. Make your bed. Making your bed takes less than a minute, but it sends a powerful signal to your brain. I've already completed something today. That small sense of completion matters more than people realize. Your brain loves progress. Even tiny progress creates a sense of momentum. When you complete one task, your brain becomes more willing to start another. Now think about your own mornings. Do you usually make your bed or leave it messy? For many people, it feels like an unimportant detail, but small actions shape how we see ourselves. If the first action of your day is organized and intentional, your mind often follows that pattern. That tiny action can influence your mindset for the rest of the day. Now, the next habit is something that secretly ruins many mornings. 5. Avoid negative information early. Many people start the day by reading news or scrolling social media, And what do we usually see? Arguments, bad news, stressful stories, controversial headlines, negative events happening somewhere in the world. Imagine starting your morning with that every day. Your brain immediately enters alert mode. It prepares for problems, conflict, or danger, even if those things don't directly affect your life. So here's something to think about. What kind of information do you consume first in the morning? Is it calm or stressful? If it's negative content, try delaying it until later. You don't have to ignore the news forever. Just avoid it during the first moments of your morning, because those early minutes often set the emotional tone for your entire day. Now, the next habit helps remove one of the biggest sources of daily stress. 6. Write down 3 important tasks. One reason people feel anxious is because their mind is full of unfinished tasks, ideas, reminders, responsibilities. They appear in the mind like open tabs in a browser. Your brain keeps repeating, "There's still so much to do," even when the tasks themselves are manageable. That mental clutter creates unnecessary stress. A simple trick is writing down 3 important tasks for the day. Not 10, not 20, just 3. This forces your brain to prioritize what truly matters. When priorities become clear, the mind feels calmer. So here's a quick challenge. If you could only complete 3 things today, what would they be? Which 3 tasks would make the biggest difference? Thinking this way immediately makes your day feel clearer, instead of feeling overwhelmed. You now have a simple direction. Now the next habit might be the most underrated one on this list. 7. Give yourself a few minutes of quiet. Modern life rarely gives us silence. Most of the day is filled with noise, notifications, conversations, distractions. Our attention is constantly pulled in different directions. But your brain actually needs a few quiet moments to reset. Just 3 to 5 minutes of stillness can help. No screens, no notifications, just calm. You could take deep breaths, sit quietly, or simply think about your day. Some people treat this like a short meditation. Others simply sit with their thoughts. Either way, the goal is the same. Give your mind a moment to slow down before the day becomes busy. And ask yourself one simple question. How do I want to feel today? Not just what you want to accomplish, but how you want to feel while doing it. That question alone can shift your mindset. And the final habit might be the simplest of all, but it's surprisingly powerful. 8. Do one small thing that makes you happy. Happiness doesn't always come from big achievements. Sometimes it starts with something small. A small moment of enjoyment can influence the mood of your entire morning. Maybe it's listening to a favorite song, drinking your favorite coffee, reading a few pages of a book, or watching something that makes you smile. These moments may seem simple, but they send an important signal to your brain. They remind your mind that the day can contain good moments. Now think about this. What's one small thing that instantly improves your mood? Music, coffee, fresh air, reading. Everyone has something, and that small action could easily become part of your morning routine. Many people believe happiness comes from big events, success, promotions, or luck. But real happiness often comes from small habits repeated every day. So tomorrow morning, try changing just one thing. Not all 8, just one. Because even one small improvement can create a noticeable difference. And sometimes, a better day starts with a better morning.